Konnichiwa, y'all, and welcome to the MrMaple Show live. Many of you know when we go live, we give away free plants, y'all. Not only do we give away free plants, Mr. Maple, this year, guys, we've given away more free plants than most eBay pages sell plants. We've given away a lot of free plants this year, and honestly, a lot of cool stuff. Like, we've probably given away a couple $1,000s worth of free plants. Today's no exception. We're giving away an Acer palmatum squirt. Why don't you grab it for him, Tim? This little squirt is a dwarf. It's a new introduction by Millstone Nursery down in Alabama. Tim and I were really impressed with this dwarf. Reminds me a lot of the bonsai babies for its density. This is a perfect tree for bonsai, guys. This is dense, compact. If you want to see a full picture of it, go to our Facebook page. Daryl posed with a nice photo of this one. Really tight integral foliage. Like, it gets really compact and dense as it ages. Kind of makes more of a rounded ball to it.
And we've got some really good size. This is a really good size 1 gallon, y'all. This is an XL for squirt. I mean, this is a slow growing tree. You can sort of see the density on the ends of the tips here. They're very much Makawa, Shishigashira like on the density on the tips, and it stays very dense with age. We've got some stock plants here and at Buckholtz Nursery of squirt, and it's really just been a unique, slow growing tree for us. But like I said, we've got a killer size 1 gallon, an XL, in this Acer palmatum squirt that we're giving away today.
So here's how you win that. On our Facebook, or on our MrMaple.com, we have a Labor Day festival page. Go share that on social media, y'all. I'm going to share it on mine right now and in the group. I'm also going to throw a link in here. Share that page, letting people know about our Labor Day open house event. You can share the event on Facebook, too. We have the event, so if you want to share that event already, you can do that as well. Come back here in the group chat. Let us know you shared that with Labor Day, hashtag Labor Day, and then where you shared it. So hashtag Labor Day, Twitter, hashtag Labor Day, Instagram, hashtag Labor Day, garden email chain, something like that. You can even text it to people. We love getting this information out there. I'm going to go ahead and put it in our Mr. Maple Friends group, that link. I'm also going to throw it in the chat here so you guys can have it pinned. So go share that link and then come and let us know where you shared it, y'all. That's how you're going to be signed up to win that squirt. Now, that squirt's going to be given out free shipping, free plant between now and 9:30. So these chats aren't super long. We normally do them for about 30 minutes. Around 9:30, if we're getting a good participation rate, I'll go ahead and tell Nigel to call it around there. And what we'll do is we'll be giving this tree out completely free. You must be in the United States to win this one. So it has to be a U.S. address, no P.O. boxes. We'll actually verify you and make sure everything's legitimate. So we go through a randomizer from the comments, but hashtag Labor Day and then where you shared it.
So, y'all, we're giving this away to promote our open house. Our open house is on Labor Day on Monday itself. That's going to be from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. It's a hard cutoff at 5. You need to be checking out at 5 o'clock. So don't get here early or don't get here late at 4:55 and try to start shopping. You know, our people have been here since 7 that day, our employees. So we need to get them home at the end of the day. But, y'all, we're going to have a ton of awesome plants. Matt and I spent all yesterday just bringing up interesting plants from down low. Y'all, there's some killer plants that we brought up. I mean, I'm talking red panda. Yeah, I said it. There's some red panda out there. I saw a few snow kitten on standards. I actually left from the last open house while I was unloading some of the others.
We found some stuff we didn't even know we had left, guys. There's some koi. There's some Nemo for you Makawa collectors.
There's some Allen's Gold. And
gosh, there's some squirt. There's a good set of squirt. So if you miss out on the one in this one today, that one's never been released before, guys. We had it at open house, but we haven't hit the website with it yet. Acer palmatum squirt, again, a heat-tolerant dwarf from Alabama. Very interesting, dense, compact tree. I think a lot of people are going to like this one for its dense canopy to it. It's going to be a killer one for bonsai. So check out squirt. Those are going to be available for one of the first times ever in decent numbers at this open house.
Y'all, I went and looked, and we had some a set of Makawa seedlings down low. I know y'all love looking through the Makawa seedlings.
Big set of Makawa seedlings. And I'll be honest with you, I kind of shuddered at letting these go. They haven't been vetted that hard. So they're in their fall, it's September, so they're September-ish colors with new growth flushes. There was some reds, yellows, and oranges in there this spring. These are from our Makawa factory at Buckholtz Nursery, if you've seen that video. These are all from that giant Makawa that throws a ton of cool variations. So they're in that Buckholz Makawa Legacy seedlings. But yeah, those are going to go fast because there's a decent set, but there's some really choice Makawa seedlings in there as well.
Y'all, there's some bonsai babies as well. I saw some bonsai babies in 2 different houses. Some bonsai babies that have been up here, but the ones that we brought up from down low, those were looking really sharp. Matt and I actually set a couple of those back for us just to watch and evaluate a little further as well.
Hot sauce and hot chicken. Not huge sets. I found a few more hot sauce that were held back from the last round of them that were in case things were damaged. We found a little bit more of a set we missed, and we found some hot chicken. So there's going to be hot sauce and hot chicken up here at Open House. Again, why we're doing it this year is we're doing it like we did last time. We've spread the wealth around, and there's a lot of things at the front of different greenhouses, so you're going to have to kind of explore around to find things. Not everything's all in one place.
And I will say, don't overlook the middle and the back because
right. There's some killer stuff there, too.
While Matt and I have been carrying in sets that we really wanted to make sure that came up, our employees have been carrying up trees from down low for months.
And that's where people find crazy stuff that we didn't even mean to have up here sometimes.
Exactly. We also, Matt and I brought up some Acer palmatum Earthfire.
Oh, yeah.
And
that one's a good one.
That's a really awesome spreading out dwarf reticulated selection that is just off the charts awesome.
There are guys going to be a limited amount, not a forever amount, but there are some kryptonite out here. There are also some Makawa time sharps, not huge numbers, but there are some Makawa time sharps. So you Makawa collectors, there's some things around. A lot of those are going to be one per customer. So a lot of the rare Makawa types, kryptonite, red panda, Nemo, we're going to be doing those one per customer.
I did see some LT gray out there as well.
There's some gold. I know we brought up just some absolute stars.
Allen's gold.
Well, yeah, we already said Allen's gold.
Allen's gold. I tried to bring up a good set. I found a set that has just finished off, and that is a spring interest pine bark selection that sells out really quickly every time we list it on Mr. Maple. And so I was really excited to be able to bring that set up.
How about a rare conifer we haven't had in a minute on Mr. Maple? There's a giant set, y'all, of Biltmore Blue. One of our most premium sought-after conifers, found at the Biltmore House as a broom, shot out by a sharpshooter, grafted by Brian Upchurch. They had it at their garden center, bought by Richard Bomar, and then disappeared from the trade, but we're making it return. So we've got Biltmore Blue, which is a really choice pine, nice blue colorations on it, and just a nice compact round globe. We'll have decent, really big sets of Biltmore Blue.
You know, I brought up a set of probably 10 or 15 Acer Bergerianum Mino Yatsubusa, which is one of the lace leaf trident maple, stays kind of tight, dense, get some good bark interest to it. I mean, it is one of the more interesting, slower growing selections of a trident maple.
Not a huge set, but I did bring up a set of Acer Bergerianum Sunshine, and those are 3.5 feet. They're almost too big to ship in a 1. They'll have to go to a 3. There's a lot of that going on. I know yesterday someone's going to freak out when they find these. I brought up 2 Miss Piggies that are probably 4.5 feet in 1 gallon. So
those things 4.5. They're probably 5.
Yeah, they're huge.
They're huge. I've never seen a 1 gallon.
There's some XL ones that I'm not shipping them unless I cut them in half. Is the honest answer. So I just decided to bring them on up and let y'all fight over them at Open House. But there's some crazy big sizes. Now, speaking of crazy big sizes, I know you brought up some 5, maybe even 6 foot 1 gallon Vercades Jacus Potus.
Yeah. We definitely brought up a really good selection of those Vercades Jacus Potus. They've been sold out on Mr. Maple for a while, and that's what we were doing, is going down there, seeing what interesting plants that were down low that we could bring up that'd be very interesting for y'all. Now, again, you know, for some people that just jumped in the live chat, we're giving away a tree today to promote our Labor Day sale, which is on Monday. The link is in the live chat. It's pinned at the top. You can see it up there. But also, it is on MrMaple.com. You can get the link for our Labor Day open house. Share that on social media. Then come back here. Let us know where you shared it. Put hashtag Labor Day.
This thing is massive, y'all. This is the squirt.
And you could win this squirt. Now, squirt is just, I guess, one of those southern terms for saying something tiny. And this is a tiny dwarf Japanese maple that is awesome. Slow growing, newer selection. We haven't dropped it on Mr. Maple yet. We've got a big amount of them here at the open house.
I think if you're a Makawa collector, a dwarf maple collector, you know, I wouldn't put it in that Makawa family, but it certainly looks great in a Makawa garden. dense, compact, perfect for bonsai. Small foliage, rounded canopy, dense, heat tolerant. I think you're going to love Acer Palmatum Squirt. We had to put this one off the table. It blocked us out too much. It was too big. Saw somebody asking in the comment section before in there, I got you, homie. We got a good set of Magic Moon. If you're looking for Magic Moon, some of them may show up here at this open house. Again, you're going to have to do a little bit of scavenger hunting. Everything's not all in one place. But I did bring up some Magic Moon for you. Also brought up a decent set of Pink Princess. So if you're looking for that Witch's Broom, Benny Shishahinga type, more durable and more stable. I would say less reversion than Benny Shishahinga. We do have some really nice Pink Princesses in good size 1 gallons up here at Open House.
You know, we also brought up some Arita no Nishiki that were just looking sharp.
Yeah.
And it just had some really good variegation going on right now. I brought up some Shin Hikasa as well. So there's some Shin Hikasa around. You know, we were running through the greenhouses trying to find what was interesting, what was looking good, and bringing up interesting plants for you. I brought up some Acer Palmatum Ryuzu, which is a little dwarf green. When you go through each greenhouse, not just the plants that Matt and I brought up. I mean, there is crazy amounts of trees in every house. Most houses are completely slam-packed full.
Some things in smaller sets, like there's some Yamamomiji. I know a lot of people were really excited about that one from Japan. There's some gems in there, guys. You're gonna want to go through each house and spend some time looking around. Again, there's a lot spread out between each house, so there's no one honey hole. It's not like just go to this house. You're gonna have to explore around a little bit.
I think people will be a little shocked with House 28. House 28 before was mainly a 3-gallon house, and now there's barely any 3 gallons in it at all. It
converted to a Buckholz house.
It converted to a 1-gallon house of interesting maples. So there's a lot of things like that going on where you're going to walk around and you'll be like, I've been here before, but this looks completely different. And that's because we've sold a lot of trees, packed a lot of trees in, and put more trees up from down low.
There will definitely be some red pandas around, and kryptonites. I was pretty shocked at what we were able to provide, honestly. It was like, well, I know a lot of those went out the last open house. We're planning on relisting some of those. And, there was enough to still bring plenty up. We're always making this. We always want to make open house special. You guys travel. I mean, we got some people traveling from California. I saw they had a day and a half travel driving over here. Guys, we're just humbled and honored that you would even consider coming out here. People driving from Texas, from Maryland, from Maine, Michigan. It's crazy to me, and I love it in the best possible way. And so we want to make this worth your time. We want to make it an event that's worth being here for. We want to make it, one of your maple events of the year. And so we're going to bring out the best stuff for the people that show up.
Now, if you're not sure how these open houses work, what we do is we open the gate typically about 8 o'clock, sometimes a little bit early if traffic's getting a little backed up. Then we get you parked. Then you go in, you sign up and get a number. And then you go through the greenhouse and start selecting the trees that you want. And you put the sticker, which has the number on it, on the back side of the tag and hand it to somebody in a yellow vest. Those people will put it in a cart and bring it down and organize it by your number. Our hold area, we don't allow anybody in the hold area anymore because we had some people switching plants with other people. But the hold area basically is everything under your number held for you that only our employees are allowed to go into. And if you want to go in and look at that, the people down there at holds can actually bring your trees up so you can figure out what you want to keep and what you want to buy. So don't worry about that. We can definitely bring them up so you can look through them there. But we put them under lock and key down there at the bottom.
I see Steven driving in from California, from SoCal. I got something special for you if you're making the trip that far. If anybody's beating California, let me know. I will give you something cool for making it that far.
Now, at the open house, once you go through and shop, we also have a food truck. So we'll have a food truck. This time it's Pop's Diner, and Pop's Diner is going to be having breakfast and lunch. So you can actually get breakfast here, go back to shopping, get lunch here, go back to shopping, looking through the trees.
Yeah, support our food truck. We're glad to have a place that can do breakfast and lunch. That's something we always try to get with our food truck. So we're, support them. We don't make any money off that at all. We just support a local business by having them here, and I appreciate them being here to provide that service. Grancho El Mayor, I know who that is. he actually come up with the name Red Jaguar back in the day on Instagram. So I put up a picture of the variegated tree that became Red Jaguar, and he said, I think that should be Red Jaguar. Now, he did say to go with the Red Jaguar name in Japanese. I ended up just going with the regular English Red Jaguar, but he actually is the person who came up with the Red Jaguar name. So if you're going to shoot a top 10 or top 5, come grab Joe or Corbin or I. We're going to be doing top 5s. Love to get you in a top 5. We'll talk about that Red Jaguar story. But yeah, if you're going to be shooting a top 5, come see us. Even if you've already done one, we may be able to do another one with you. We love doing top 5s and talking about people's favorites. Now, we are going to be hosting a college game day podcast. So we're going to be doing a college game day style podcast. Y'all know Sean. He's the voice behind Mr. Maple and the guitar behind Mr. Maple. Sean's going to be hosting at 11 o'clock near the shed at basically a college game day style collector's corner. So you'll be able to hop in. We're going to be asking for some volunteers. You know, I'll use Mike V for an example. He's always a fun participant. Grayson Schizler, those guys, people like that. What we'll be asking you to do is walk up, basically hop in for a few seconds, have a small conversation with Sean. He may be along his collector's corner question to what's your favorite fall color. And so you can kind of hop in and say, hey, I'm Mike V from Chattanooga, and my favorite fall color is this, and he'll have a small discussion with you about it. It's basically a college game day style format. We're getting into fall. We're all thinking about football, so it was a fun idea to kind of have a college game day style podcast. So that's what this one's going to be. No booing, I'll cheer. But yeah, we'll get you in there on the college game day style podcast. I think you guys will enjoy that. We'll be looking for participation in that. But a lot of fun, guys. I think we're going to have a phenomenal open house. There's some great sizes here. We have some items in 10 gallons I think you guys are going to snatch up. There's some really big Seon Kakus in 10 gallons that are really choice right now. I think you guys are going to be really impressed with those. There's some items you probably haven't seen from previous open houses here before. There's things like 3-gallon Makawas on standards, some really nice Japonicums and 3s that are in from the Buckholtz farm, some things you guys probably didn't see at the last open house. I mean, I would say greenhouses full of things you haven't seen if you've been here previously this year. There's always surprises located around. Michael James is coming to this one, so the Bloodhound's back. Y'all are going to have to compete with him. That guy sniffed out Bloody Talons and Magic Moon at times they weren't supposed to be there. So you'll have to compete with that guy. He tends to be on the hunt pretty hard. Him and Mike V always tend to find things that we didn't even mean to bring up.
So, y'all, we have 2 sales going on right now that are going to continue on through the open house. We've got Flash Sale Friday happening right now, and we're going to continue that all the way through until early Tuesday morning. And that is Blood Goods on sale for $35. Twombly's on sale for $2.50 in the 7 gallons. We've got
big 6 to 8 foot 7 gallons.
Kurenai Jishis on sale for $35.
These prices will be in effect during open house as well.
Yep, Menu no Sato on sale for $35. Benny Hoshi on sale for $35. Jubilee on sale for $35. Sukasa Silhouette on sale for $35. La Diabla on sale for $40. And Hydrangea Lime Lovebird on sale for $25.
So those prices will still be in effect if you grab one at open house. Grab that squirt, guys. Remember the way to participate in the giveaway today for the Acer Palmatum Squirt. Share our Labor Day open house. It's on our website. You can get that link. You can share that on any social media. You can share it on your text chain. You can share it in gardening email. We just want you to share it with some people. I mean, if you want to send it out to 4 or 5 people in your text, it's fine to do that, guys. We just want people to participate and find out about this event we're having. We love when you share it in local garden club things, especially if you're in an area where people can make it. We shared it in the Hendersonville gardening or Hendersonville stuff this week as well. So share it out there. Let us know. Come back here to the chat after you shared it. Hashtag Labor Day, and then just drop in where you shared it. So it can be hashtag Labor Day, Twitter, Instagram, whatever you use. We really don't care where you put it. We're giving away free plants either way. We just want you to share it with some people that may not know about our open house and get out here to see it.
And if you put hashtag Labor Day for your entry, let us know where you shared it. So make sure to comment and let us know where you shared it. You can put hashtag Labor Day and where you shared it so people know.
So I'll let people know, too. A lot of times Chris Adelit has organized a get-together that Sunday night before at Mezzaluna. We're not going to be doing it at Mezzaluna this year. They wouldn't guarantee us a reservation. And with 300,000 people on Main Street, we've decided to kind of avoid Main Street. before the get-together. If you guys want to get together, it'll be small, but we are going to be meeting at El Paso Sunday evening at 7 p.m. They don't reserve a whole area, but they have like an area we can seat everybody. And so we're going to need to be seated as the party gets there. So be there close to 7 as you can. And then what we're going to do possibly is just kind of keep the tables close, which is what we do at Mezzaluna anyway.
If you can get there about 5 to 10 minutes beforehand,
right.
7.
Try to be there before
ideal.
7 to get there, because they'll want to seat most of us together. And what we'll do is we'll just get into like groups of 6 to 7 and grab tables near each other so we can all walk around and chat. But if you want to be part of that, we'll be at El Paso. There are multiple El Pasos. This will be the El Paso on Spartanburg Highway. It's a little off downtown, so I think it'll be easier with the crowds for us to get in.
And much larger.
Right, and a much larger seating area, so we can get people in. If you're traveling in and you'd like to get together and just hang out, I know Michael James will be there. Chris is normally there. A lot of guys travel in, and they're getting in. They get in their hotel, and they'll come out to dinner with us. It's a tradition we'd like to carry on. I know that last year, specifically for Labor Day, Mezzaluna was a mess because it's just on Main Street. So Main Street, they're not doing any reservations on anywhere near Main Street this year because of the traffic from the Apple Festival. So we may go back to Mezzaluna in the future, but spread the word around if you're one of the ones that comes to the dinner the night before. We'll be at El Paso on Spartanburg Highway.
Now, if you love conifers, we've got that conifer sale going on, and it's going to be going on during the open house. That means almost all of our conifers are on sale here at Mr. Maple. You can go to the conifer sale on MrMaple.com and sort of scout out what you might want to pick out. And then when you go through our conifer greenhouses, which are House 26 and House 25.5, you're going to find a lot of those really interesting conifers. Guys, now's the time to take advantage of these savings. You can really plant an amazing conifer garden through the trees you get at Mr. Maple from the wide selection we have. And we've got one of the widest selections of conifers that I think we've ever offered, ever, on MrMaple.com right now.
So El Paso is going to be at 7. I see Mom asking again. El Paso at 7 p.m. on Sunday. Try to be there a little early. Try to be there at 6:50, really, so we can get people seated together. If you're 15, 20 minutes late, you might have to be in a smaller group to the side somewhere else. So try to be there a little bit early if you're participating in that. Early is best. We'll be open that day from 8 to 5, though. So we'll be a heavy cutoff at 5, so that way we can get everything shut down. It's going to be 8 to 5. Shopping will start at 8 a.m. People are lined up at the gate. We might have to get you in just a little early so that we can make sure to get all the parking. We're going to have a great event, though. We plan on having a cash-only line this time, so you can check out with cash. And, or card. We'll be able to accept both, credit card, cash, check. We take all the above, but we appreciate you guys coming and making this event special every single year. We're going to make sure to kind of keep it as organized as we can. Bear with our wives. Our wives are normally the ones running the cash register area, and they're so gracious. Our wives come in unpaid to help us every year as our cash register people. We'll also have our office staff down there, and those ladies are awesome at kind of moving the ball along. But be patient with us. Sometimes right at that 8 to 9 p.m. time frame, a lot of people are checking out, especially 9 to 10, I would say. So be patient with us. We'll move the lines as quickly as we can. Sometimes that can get the only backup going on. We never really have anybody here fussing. Things are great, though. We have a really good staff. And like Tim said, don't be afraid to put a number on your plant and then give it to a Mr. Maple employee. They'll be here in the yellow vest. They can get that down there for you, get it organized. We're not going to be letting anybody into the hold area except for Mr. Maple employees, so your stuff will stay great and organized. And that way we can get you your plants as quickly and as efficiently as possible. Now, if you have plants that you're picking up at open house, you need to let us know today. So today's kind of the cutoff on that Friday. Guys, we'll need to get those pulled and organized today.
So the cutoff for that today is 10 a.m.
Right. So if you're coming in and you have a hold order, you're still going to need to contact our office and let them know that you're picking it up at open house. So some people may have a hold order. They say, oh, they know I'm coming. Guys, we may have 700 people here at open house. So make sure to shoot our office a note and say, hey, I plan on being there at open house and I'm wanting to pick up, this order. That way we can have it as organized and as ready for you as humanly possible.
Now, guys, we're giving away this Acer Palmatum Squirt right here. And this is a really large 1 gallon. It's a slow-growing dwarf. This is a really new selection. We haven't offered it yet on Mr. Maple. Tight, dense, you can sort of get an idea on this new growth here. I mean, it looks very much on the tips like something like a Goshiki Kotohime or a Hups Dwarf, the way it just tightly grows. Y'all, small, compact, rounded form, killer size, 1 gallon right now. I mean, for a squirt, this is definitely an XL because this thing is a slow grower.
This one might get in trouble with the cops, though. I don't know. I always laugh when we did garden shows. Because some people, that might participate in other activities would always come up and they give it a sniff to see if it has a smell to the maples. No, they don't smell like pot, y'all.
I didn't know what that was until Matt told me. He was
you see all these people smelling the plant. You know what they're thinking?
I was like, oh, man, I had no idea. But, y'all, we're giving away the squirt. Find our Labor Day link, which is in the top of this live chat. It's also on MrMaple.com. You can click on the second scroll bar, and right now it's the second scroll bar. You can click on that MrMaple.com open house link. Share that on social media somewhere. Let people know that the open house is going on here on Labor Day. Come back here in the live chat. Put hashtag Labor Day and where you shared it on social media, and you're entered to win this Acer Palmatum squirt. Newer selection we haven't released yet on MrMaple.com, which there will be some of these available at the open house too in case you miss it.
So guys, there's about 4 minutes left in this giveaway. So get your entries in. So make sure to go share that. Come back here, hashtag Labor Day. At 9:30, I'm going to be asking Nigel to go ahead and call it. So here's your chance to win this squirt for free shipping. Got to be in the United States. We'll verify you to make sure you're an actual person in the United States with a physical address we can ship to. So make sure to get your entries in. Free plant, free shipping. You can't beat it. Like I said, you could run an entire eBay store on the plants we've given away. We've given away Maydays, Japanese Princess,
Red Pandas.
We've given away El Tigres,
Snow Kittens.
We're giving away a squirt here. I guarantee you, if I put this thing on eBay, it'd come up with $100, $150, $200 right now. It's not even offered before. This thing is a great plant, y'all. We don't price gouge you. We don't give you any crazy stuff. It's always consistent here at Mr. Maple. You'll be able to find that squirt in person here at Open House too. So come see those. I think you're going to enjoy how crazy those are. And also, if you want a grafted version, the squirt's great. Not from the same plant, different lineage, but there'll be bonsai babies here to grab too that are ungrafted, ready for bonsai seedlings with a tight, dense habit to them. I think those are going to be gone in 2 seconds here.
Now, y'all.
Also the Makawa seedlings.
We're going to be shooting a bunch of top fives at this open house. So get a list ready. Be thinking about some top fives to shoot with us here at the open house. We need a bunch for our channel through now and through this winter. So we'd love to be shooting a lot of videos. It's also just a fun time because, our top fives, Matt always says it is our plant show about people. We get to interview you, talk to you a little bit, learn a little bit about you, and then ask you, about some plants you like and why you like them.
Damian Gentry asked, how do we verify? Well, first thing we'll do is go through our customer database and see if we have a physical shipping address for you. Sometimes if we only have a screen name like last time with Sam I Am, we'll reach out to you and make sure that name lines up with the person. As soon as we do, we'll get your shipping address and get it out to you. If for some reason it completely doesn't have a U.S. address, we won't be able to ship to you unless, you're somebody in the United States. So we do make sure that people aren't cheating the contest, making up a false screen name to win that. That's a big thing on YouTube. We do have some verification ways to make sure it's not a recently created or fake name, things like that. Nigel's skilled at all he's skilled in all things tech. So he'll get you if you're cheating.
Y'all, we've got this open house coming up on Labor Day, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We're promoting it today by giving away a free tree, and we've got Flash Sale Friday going on. That's always something awesome to take advantage of. We've got our Conifer sale going on, which you got to take advantage of that as well. And if you're coming to the open house, there are more cool trees than you can shake a stick at. I mean, every greenhouse filled with awesome trees. And just because it was an amazing greenhouse just because it was a greenhouse that had things in it that you might not have looked at, like a conifer or an azalea last time, you better walk in there because there's things in every house.
I got to go walk around here in a minute and make sure we didn't bring up stuff we're not supposed to. So
I don't know if we really have time.
Yeah, I don't know. There's always things hidden in there. Like people found those.
Martha Ghost?
I know.
I didn't even know the Martha Ghosts were up last time. I was like, well,
every time at open house, somebody comes up to me and they're like, tell me about this. And I'm like, oh, no. Where'd you find it? How many? Do I have one saved so I can produce in the future from?
There was only one time I was like, I can't sell that. It was only a couple times I said I couldn't sell that. One was before we bought Buck Holtz, and it was Dragon King because we didn't have any more stock plants of it.
Right.
And then the second time was Little Lamb, which is a witch's broom found in my aunt's yard, named after her who passed away.
Wanted to save that one for sentimental reasons. Had to make sure we had that one in stock.
The original witch's broom died.
So that was our only chance to get that one back. But most of the times if you find something we're not supposed to have, we're like, hey, guys, good luck on you. Yeah, you got it.
So people found Bloody Talons before. They've found Martha Ghost. They found...
See Keith in the chat. I missed you last time on the top 5, Keith. I would love to have you in the top 5.
Yeah, and y'all do be thinking about your top 5s because we do have a lot of top 5s to shoot.
Also our regulars, Andy, Ashley, all you awesome people that show up so much. Guys, I would love to have you jump in on College Game Day, Maple Edition, College Maple Day with Sean over here. I think it'll be a fun event, and it'll give us a fun podcast. So here's your first ever chance, if you haven't been on our podcast before, to be on the podcast. We'd love to have you participate in that. I think it'll be cool.
Speaking about podcasts, I mean, just recently, coming up in the near future, we shot a podcast with one of our favorite people, Emery Davis in France. We shot a podcast. Margaret Roach.
Of the New York Times.
Yeah, and we also recently shot one with the Conifer guru, y'all, Robert Fincham, Mr. Bob Fincham.
Got one with Lucas Dexter. Runs a really unique plant group and is an elite level plant collector of rare things. That one will be airing this week. So some cool stuff coming up.
Y'all, our Zoom podcasts have opened us up to a whole new world of people where we can reach people on the other side of the pond, like in France, like with Emery Davis.
Steven, I'd love to have your California top 5. And as I said, I've got something special for you for free for making the trip all the way from California. If anybody beats him from California, I'll give you a cool free plant. You come see me. If you beat California, I'll verify it. I'll look up where you really live. like if you show up and you're from Spartanburg and you're like, I came all the way from Olympia, Washington, I'm going to be like, now, hold on. That's a Southern accent, buddy. All right. But if you beat California, come see me. I got something free for you. I'll give you something. Steven would love to do a top 5 with you. And we are humbled and honored that you're making the trip here.
And if you've shot a top 5 before, but you've got another top 5 that would be your next top 5 or something you want to shoot too, we'd love to have you on there too. Y'all, the top 5s are always just fun ways to talk to people about plants.
Oh my gosh, this is funny. So the guy that said he never wins, that I answered his question, actually won. All right, we've got our official winner, y'all. Our winner, let me go back over here so I make sure. Brian Rule trying to get in there. Let's see who our winner is. Our winner is Damian Gentry. I believe he was the exact one that said I never win. Not we don't cheat. I mean, Nigel knows how to do this stuff. We always randomize it. So congratulations to Damian Gentry on winning this Acer Palmatum squirt.
And y'all, congratulations to Damian. This is a thing where there's not a whole lot of people in these live chats. We're talking 100, 120 people get in the live chat, get involved in these giveaways. So there's always a great chance to win a free tree. So if you keep coming in here, you could win. And you could win multiple sometimes like Bjorn does. Bjorn's won twice.
I think is he a 2 or 3 time champion?
2-time.
2-time, okay. I don't want to get him too many. It's like Ric Flair. He's going to be like 13-time heavyweight champion of the world. All right. Damian Gentry, we are sending you this squirt for free. We've got your address, I take it, since Nigel verified everything. We'll get this one right out to you.
Congratulations, Damian. Y'all, we've got that open house coming up on Labor Day, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Get here early. We got a food truck for lunch and for breakfast. Y'all are going to want to be here. It's going to be a fun time. Cool people, a lot of cool plants in 1 gallons. Don't overlook the B&Bs in 25.5s. We still got some awesome Hups Dwarf tattoo B&Bs.
That really cracked me up with the guy that said I never win one. That's pretty funny. But if you stay in these chats, guys, if you keep doing them, I mean, they're only 30 minutes. I mean, what do we get? Like 50 entries? Like if you do them multiple times, you got a great chance of winning. Like it's not.
I think a few times we got up to 100, 120.
I mean, entries.
Oh,
so
yeah,
if we
yeah.
got 100, if we got 100 people in the chat, we got 101 right now.
Yeah.
Maybe 40, 50 entries, guys. You're going to win plants if you keep doing our chats.
One thing to throw out there, y'all, we've got a new Facebook page on MrMaple.com. It's MrMaple, Facebook.com /
Mr. Maple FB.
Mr. Maple FB. Go there, like that. If you see that, that's our new
We just
Facebook
gave away
like
a hot
page.
blonde there.
Yeah, we just gave
last week.
We just gave a new hot blonde, and we made the announcement video earlier this week, right?
Yep. So grab those, y'all. They're get on that channel. It's going to be a fun way for us to interact with you guys, give away future plants. We love giving away plants. We like getting attention to the things we love. So it's no better way to get gardeners' attentions than say free tree.
Now, the winner of the hot blonde giveaway, we've already done a video about it, was Edward Bunch. So Edward Bunch won the hot blonde. That was for the Facebook page. Y'all pay attention to what we're doing out on Mr. Maple. If it's Facebook, if it's YouTube, we like to give away plants. And
we don't hold back either. I mean, like I said, this squirt could probably go for a good penny on eBay. We're not doing that to you. We're out here giving it away free. We've given away Mayday, El Tigre, Red Panda. Sometimes we just get a little crazy. Tim and I like to get out there and compete with each other. And he's like, hey, you give away that El Tigre this week. What about Red Panda? Like, oh, man. No, come on. That thing's going to sell. Let's give it away. Why not? It's fun.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's just a fun time to get people involved and let people know of all the things we've got going on Mr. Maple, because we always have a lot going on, from open houses to sales to 10 at 10s getting listed every single Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m.
Well, the friends page is always going to be a thing, Phil. Basically, the like page is a place we can post from and make new interesting shares from, so we can share new content there. And it'll be interacting in the friends page. We'll never quit the friends page. The friends page is how we get to interact with you. So the easiest way for us to see your posts are through the friends page.
Yeah, and so stay involved in that Mr. Maple Friends group on Facebook. The like page, we're going to start getting more creative on ways to use that like page. Some of our tech guys have started talking about how it's really an effective way to really be an addition to what we do on Facebook. So we're going to start getting creative and using special things we can do through that page that we can't do through the Mr. Maple Friends group.
I've been playing around with the idea on our Maple Mafia channel of creating some low edit content on there. So if you're not following our Maple Mafia channel, you may want to. I'm going to start doing some just little lives from my camera out here in the garden and the greenhouse. We may hop on here. You may see Corbin and Sean hop on here on a Thursday randomly and do a couple lives on the Maple Mafia channel. We're playing around with the idea of creating some low edit original content on that channel. If you guys don't know, we also have the Buckholz Nursery channel. There's these incredible blogs and vlogs and interesting stuff that Sean's creating from Talon Buckholz Flora Wonder blog, where he's basically creating an audio book content of that with visuals on the YouTube channel. If you guys don't study that stuff, you're going to love it. It is a free audio book written by Talon Buckholz, so it's some of the best maple content I think ever created. And we're giving all the way for free, so if you want to go check that out, Buckholz Nursery is our wholesale nursery, but I'd encourage all of our listeners on this channel to definitely participate in that. I think you guys are really going to have a good time hearing Sean narrate Talon's quirky personality and interesting plant ideas and just his plantsman knowledge over the years being shared all for free. We're creating all this content here at Mr. Maple and just giving it away.
So we also have recently switched email servers. We'd used Mad Mimi before, and Mad Mimi said, hey, we're selling to GoDaddy. So we switched over to GoDaddy, but right now, since GoDaddy's brand new, it may go to your spam folder. So when you're getting 10 at 10 emails about the 10 new trees getting listed that day at 10 a.m., check your spam folder, mark that as not spam. That way it'll pull it out. Just because it's a brand new email server through GoDaddy, that's sort of what's going on. That's still us. We had some people say, you got a new like page and your emails are going to spam. Is this someone completely different? Just, catfishing us.
Fun week to figure out.
I don't think anybody could catfish us that hard.
No. Fun week to figure out when things change. So check your spam folders for our emails. Guys, participate in that Flash Sale Friday. There's some great deals on there. Those deals will be going on through Open House. So you'll have if you're not here in person, you'll be a chance to participate there. One-on-one sale never ends. And I think you guys are going to stay tuned. There's some absolutely wild Tenant 10s coming up the next few weeks. We've shot some of the videos already. There's some phenomenal content on our Tenant 10 videos.
Yeah, that's for sure. If you look through our Tenant 10 videos, we try to put a lot of cool plants on each and every week. We've actually had a number of our employees jumping on our Tenant 10 videos with Matt and I, from Caroline to Kate to Dylan, Corbin all the time. You know, we're all the time trying to get our people that are learning and doing so much here at Mr. Maple in front of the camera so people can actually see the people who put work in each and every day.
We get more people involved, and I think it's been a fun, welcome thing. Dylan and Corbin and Kate have all been hopping in there, kind of co-hosting with Tim and I. We've been getting them some experience, and they just keep getting better and better. All three of them are just hitting home runs, so it's fun having them in there. We've always got Sean and Brian, the old vets, can hop in there too. Those guys are home run hitters. So it's fun to get our whole team kind of involved here and getting some new faces on camera, just spicing things up some, which is great, I think.
Congratulations earlier to the winner of the squirt. That can get shipped out today unless you're coming to the open house. Let the office know if you are coming to the open house. We can put it in your holder.
Again,
area.
The winner is Damian Gentry, who said, "I never win" earlier in the chat.
That's hilarious, though. I mean, that's the thing is if you come in, you share it on social media, you let us know where you shared it, you put the hashtag, you're entered to win. And there's not a lot of people entering this, so you've always got a good chance to win a free tree when you're in a live chat here with Mr. Maple.
All right, guys, remember at open house, when you're coming in, we're going to need to park everybody, get a number before you go shopping. We won't have any running from the gate. We'll have a police officer here help organize the lines, so you'll be kind of getting in here, getting parked. We've got a good team in place to get everything to you. If you need something, grab our team. They'll be in the yellow vest, and we can kind of direct you to what you need. Come shoot top fives with us. We're looking forward to another great event this Labor Day. We hope to exceed your expectations if you're making the trip in here. If anybody's beating that Cali arriver, let me know. You're a winner for my book. We're going to give you something for free. I appreciate you doing that. We will have Mr. Maple merch available for purchase at the open house, so some crazy hats, T-shirts, and more.
Some amazing selections. I think I forgot to mention Otaha. I saw some Otaha 1 gallons in those greenhouses. Matt did a short with them not long ago. Y'all, there's killer trees in every house. We can't talk about everything.
A lot of
there's
different
so many
sizes, too. So there's some good sizes and things you haven't seen before.
And not only, I mean, there's some cool species maples around. I think I brought up Acer robustum, Acer arianthum.
I think when people see those hearts of fire in person, those are gonna be getting grabbed.
Some flamethrowers are here at the open house. Acer calcaratum.
Acer calcaratum, y'all. That's one of the rarest species on the planet.
We brought up a bunch of cool plants, and you'll want to get involved and get some of those cool plants that we brought up.
Red panda.
And run through the greenhouses. What people typically do is they quickly walk through all the greenhouses, then they go back and take a slow walk through the greenhouses. Once they've, got the things that they saw right away, then go back and really start digging. And take your time, get here early, and y'all, it's always a great time.
We have a friend visiting from Japan next week that's staying with us for a week, so I think he'll win on the furthest away. He didn't quite make it to open house. It would have been cool if we had Nakata-san here for open house. He could have been a guest speaker. We have a friend visiting next week from Japan, so we will have.
He's actually, many people probably saw photos of him. He's in some of our photos of Nakakomoto weeping because he is the guy who drove us an hour and a half
to the National Treasure.
To the National Treasure of Japan to see Nakakomoto weeping.
So we're going to be filming some fun content with him. We've got a ton of surprises coming up. Go to our Mr. Maple Friends group and let us know if there's some gardens you would like to film with. We're kind of filling up our fall garden schedule. We've been playing around with the ideas. We haven't set anything in stone yet. We've been playing around with the ideas of a Tennessee trip or a Raleigh trip again or a Georgia trip. Now, we can't do all three this fall because we already have some big things planned in Oregon for filming. But let us know where you'd like to see us film. If there's any private gardens you'd like to see us film at, specifically private gardens for our walkthrough Wednesday garden tours. We would love to get some crazy garden tours going again. We've got some really choice ones lined up. We got into a few that are coming up that I know some even bigger YouTube channels have been turned down for. Twisted some arms. I pulled all my strings. We've got some crazy stuff coming your way, guys.
I was talking with Joel and them at the Buckholtz farm. They've got almost 30,000 grafts done at the Buckholtz farm right now for summer grafting.
And only crazy stuff. So really fun, interesting things. I think you guys are going to be surprised to see some updates on that. You know, it was only at the end of September last year we did Buckholz Week and announced that purchase. So we're coming in on 1 year of owning Buckholz. Maybe we'll do some kind of cool giveaway for that too.
Anyways, y'all, thanks so much for jumping in the live chat today. Congratulations to the winner. And y'all, take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.